Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to the San Antonio Spurs MyNBA. And in today's episode, we got an exciting trade that's going to go through. Last episode, if you guys didn't see, we were talking about trading LaMarcus Aldridge, and that's what we're going to start this episode off with. But first, let's see a few of the trades that have went on around the league, and some of them are pretty interesting. As you see here in the first trade, Pacers trade away Jeremy Lamb and TJ McConnell as the Blazers get Rodney Hood. Or as the Blazers send them Rodney Hood and a 2020 first-round pick, top 3 protected. Interesting trade. Nothing too important here. Get down here to the Nets trade. The Nets trade DeAndre Jordan and a 2021 first-round pick, swap worst with Miami, to the Kings, and they receive Hassan Whiteside and Nemanja Bjelica. Now that is an interesting trade right there. The Nets really needed that better big man because DeAndre Jordan was not performing as well as they needed him to, and it's crazy that they were able to get Hassan Whiteside. And then right here, Rockets trade. Well, we'll go ahead and go down one, and as you see here, the Warriors traded Draymond Green to the Kings for Buddy Hield and a second-round pick. Don't understand that trade at all for the Kings, but it didn't last long for the Warriors as they went right over and traded Buddy Hield and Michael Mulder, I suppose, to the Rockets for Eric Gordon and PJ Tucker. Now, this trade really doesn't make sense as the Warriors kind of seemed like maybe they were going for a younger mold there, but now that they've got Eric Gordon and PJ Tucker, they're just as old as they were before that trade, so that doesn't really make sense. Other than that, nothing too important. The Wizards, for some reason, traded Davis Bertans to the Cavaliers for JaVale McGee and Taurean Prince. Interesting trade. Definitely not something you would write home about. But the moment you've all been waiting for, the big trade for this year, we are going to trade LaMarcus Aldridge for DeAndre Drummond. We are going to trade LaMarcus Aldridge for center Andre Drummond. He's 27. He has a huge cap hold. But at the end of the day, I wonder if we could get a pick out of this. I'm not sure if we'd be able to get a pick. Maybe like a top 5 protected. Probably not, but it's worth a try. I doubt it. But we're going to trade LaMarcus Aldridge for Andre Drummond. And I know a few of you wanted to see the Thunder trade for Lou Dort and Al Horford, but the thing about that trade is Al Horford still had another year on his contract. We would have had to keep up with that. We wouldn't have been able to trade that, and we're pretty much set at the small forward position. Obviously, Keldon Johnson isn't happy with us right now, but I think we can probably change his mind. So this trade's probably the best for both teams. The Cavs get rid of Drummond, who doesn't want to play there. We get rid of Aldridge, who doesn't want to play here. And yeah, let's see if it goes through. They have a counter offer that makes absolutely no sense. I don't want Jarrett Allen. We don't need 2 more centers. But we'll do this. We'll do Aldridge and Lyles for Drummond. So I've revised it a little bit. Let's see if they take this. That's all it took. Aldridge, Trey Lyles, and a second-round pick for this year to the Cavaliers as we receive Andre Drummond. And let's see if we could go over and extend his contract. Unfortunately, we cannot. What is... He has not decided whether he wants to resign yet or not. Where am I going with this menu? The new menus in 2K21 are just really confusing. Oh yeah, Patty Mills. We re-signed him last episode, but for some reason he's back on here. I think I had given him a team. Yeah, this is what I gave him. He accepted it. I don't understand that one. Well, Drummond and Aldridge are set to be free agents next year. I'm hoping we can re-sign Drummond. We will have his bird right, so he'll be a restricted free agent. Lonnie Walker should have a team option. Rudy Gay is injured right now. We'll try and maybe bring him back. He is going to be 35 next year, but it's just interesting to see what's going to happen with DeMar DeRozan. If he's been playing really well this year. I don't know if he's going to be that guy next year. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, basically a steal a game, half a block, 2 turnovers a game, which is down for his career. He is shooting right up there with a career high in field goal percentage, a career high almost. He's actually shooting a career high from the three-point line, and he's doing pretty good from the free throw line. So he's definitely playing well. The thing I just don't know if we should re-sign him and bring him back as he is 32 years old. At the beginning of the year, I said he was definitely going to get traded, but the way he's played and the way he's been a leader for this team, I don't know if we'll be able to just let him go like that. I feel like DeMar DeRozan kind of would fit the rest of his career on the Spurs. So that's just an interesting thing we're going to have to figure out, as we do have our future. Basically, point guard, shooting guard, and small forward, we have our future players right there. Unfortunately, Keldon Johnson is very unhappy right now, but we have all of the people we need right now. Keita Bates-Diop is very unhappy because he's in the G League. I mean, like, this team could make the playoffs. It's very possible. We got Murray, Derek White, Vessel, DeRozan, and Drummond. I mean, that team could definitely make the playoffs. It's just a question of whether we will, and whether that would be next year, if we'll be able to re-sign Drummond and DeRozan. Let's see how much money they want, actually. Be interesting. DeRozan wants $32 million. That's crazy. Drummond wants $26 million. I don't know if we'll be able to do either of those. Especially Lonnie Walker wants $18 million. Luckily, we have him on a team option. That's just crazy in general. Yeah, anyways, guys, as I said last episode, the All-Star break is approaching. We might play one more game. Probably this episode will be the last time we play a game. You'll see the end of the season next episode. Just going to kind of finish this first season up because you guys don't want to watch me be a horrible team for 18 episodes or anything like that. We're going to end up playing the Dallas Mavericks this episode. Interesting matchup. Luka Doncic fits this Spurs mold. Unfortunately, the Spurs weren't able to get a hold of him. That would have been an awesome thing for the Spurs to be able to do, but just see where this team goes at the end of the season. We're 13th in the conference right now. And if you guys saw last episode with the player, the prospect scouting, Dwayne Cummings would be a great player for this team to replace Keldon Johnson. Johnson's very upset right now, and if we're able to get Dwayne Cummings in the draft and trade away Keldon Johnson, that would just be an awesome replacement for us. Anyways, guys, like I said, we're going to play the Mavericks this episode, and let's get right into the game. Alright, everybody, we're just going to hop right into this game. As you can see here, both teams get off to a very slow start as Porzingis gets the alley-oop. And this matchup is an interesting one between two teams that are underperforming this year. The Spurs, obviously, are the 13th seed, and we really could have fought as DeRozan misses the mid-range, but Drummond with the rebound, no good. We really could have fought a lot harder and made the playoffs, in my opinion, as it's a little too late now, whether we win or not. But much like us, this Mavericks team is a lower seed. They're 14th in the Western Conference, I believe, and they are just doing horrible this year. That's even more surprising. It's not as surprising for us as we missed the playoffs last year, but this Spurs team, this Mavericks team just completely fell off. They were meant to be in the finals, at least fighting for it this year, as DeJounte Murray gets an easy one-handed slam. Give us a 1-point deficit right now, but this Mavericks team has just underperformed drastically this year. I bet Mark Cuban is not happy with them. Now, another interesting part about this game is the matchup with Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic really embodies, as Keldon Johnson pulls up, bang. Luka Doncic really embodies what a Spurs player would be. He's a foreign player. He's from overseas. Derek White gets the and one. Yep. But he just has that grit and grind mentality that you'd expect from a Spurs player. And this game we did a great job trying to defend him. There's really not much you can do, but I think we did a good enough job and showed that we can run against these top tier players. Whether that means we lose or win, I do believe we can handle the superstars. It's usually the role players that get us like this, as Josh Richardson gets he misses the three this time. It's a 2-point game still. Keldon Johnson is going to bring it up the court. He's going to give it to DeMar, who's going to try and get an easy layup, and he does over Maxi Kleber. Give us a 4-point lead. This first quarter was a little boring, not much action going on. 21-19 now, late in the first quarter. Rudy Gay, who had a pretty big game, is going to get the mid-range shot to go. 23-19 now with a little over a minute left. Rudy Gay came up huge in this game. This game all around was just a team effort. Much like last game, I was very proud of how this team played. It's sad to say that this will probably be the last game with this team as James Johnson tries a three, misses. But as you guys can see right there, we do have Mario Hezonja. We signed him. We had to sign somebody, and I felt like he just really fit the Spurs culture. He's a 3-and-D type of guy. Patty Mills pulls up, and he's going to hit that every day. Patty Mills has been huge off the bench, but Mario Hezonja is a 3-and-D type of guy. He really fits this team's mold, and Lonnie Walker went down with the injury for the rest of the season, so we needed another shooting guard. So I went out there and I signed Mario Hezonja to a 1-year contract just for the rest of the season. If he plays well in this last half of the season, we might bring him back, but there's no telling what will happen as Jakob Poeltl doesn't get the pass right there, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to get the easy slam to make it a 3-point game here in the second quarter. Rudy Gay is going to bring it up the court, as I said. You'll see him in this gameplay. He's going to go on to have a huge game this time as he goes around James Johnson. He does miss the layup, but he goes to the line, and he's going to hit both free throws there. It's now a 1-point game, though. Patty Mills trying to get a screen set from Gay. Gay's going to get the pass, and he's going to pull up from 3. Not his game, but he hits this one. 31-27 now as Gay has 7 early points right now. This matchup is really just a matchup that I wanted to see how we do against a guy like Luka Doncic, because obviously in 2K, Doncic is very, very overpowered. I mean, he basically is in real life too, but the thing about this game is, as you see Porzingis, but he's going to miss the 3 there. Nice contest by Rudy Gay. The thing about 2K is Luka Doncic is crazy in 2K. He's crazy in real life as Gay is going to drive and get a dunk. But in 2K, he wins MVP after MVP after MVP. He does not stop until he retires. As Devin Vassell is going to find Mario Hezonja, who pumps. And he's going to end up pulling up a little late, but he hits it still. Nice shot there by Mario Hezonja. 35-29 in the second quarter, right at 7 minutes remaining. But if you guys have any tips on how to use a few of these players like Devin Vassell and Derek White, I could use it because I've struggled with them offensively. Derek White always scores a good bit of points, but I believe at the end of this game he finishes on 5 of 16 shooting as Porzingis gets the and one. Because I just can't shoot efficiently with him. And then Vassell, I just don't score with him at all. He's so slow, I find that he can't drive past anybody because they have his speed so slow. I just don't know what to do as Murray gets to lay up over Brunson. Tell him he's a little baby Brunson. I do like Jalen Brunson, though. He's a great player, a good point guard, but he cannot guard DeJounte Murray, who has an early 6-2-2. Murray is going to be a key piece of our future as you see Doncic get an easy teardropper. He is going to do a little flop right there. I didn't think there was much contact, but that's all right, Luka. If you want to flop, you can flop. Let's see. 1-point game now. Murray's working on Brunson again. He's going to give it to Hezonja. He's going to get the screen set from Poeltl. They sagged off, and he is going to pop it, and he's going to hit it. You guys remember Mario Hezonja got drafted really early in the lottery, and he was a complete and utter bust. DeMar DeRozan hits the lucky three. Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. Much like Nick Stauskas. They drafted I believe it was the Kings drafted Nick Stauskas early in the lottery, but he was a complete bust. As it's a 2-point game right now, Doncic gets the pump fake and he's going to miss the layup though. Murray's going to bring it up the court. Keldon Johnson's going to take it all the way to the hoop, and he's going to hit the layup. A 4-point game now with a little over a minute remaining. Go here with about 15 seconds left in the second quarter. We're up by 2. Let's see what DeMar can do. He's going to try and work on James Johnson in this last 10 seconds. He's going to call for the screen from Drummond. He's going to get the screen set, go with that mid-range jumper, and he's going to hit that. Too easy for DeMar DeRozan. What a shot there. With about 2.6 seconds left. Giving us a 4-point lead going into the third quarter. And we're going to jump right into it. DeJounte Murray brings it up the court. He's being guarded by Luka Doncic, which was a tough matchup for him all game as Drummond misses the pick, but he gets an easy dunk still. As you can see there, Andre Drummond has been a huge contributor already in his first game we played with him at 6 points and 5 points and 6 rebounds. Sazonja misses, doesn't even jump. This possession was messed up. I was trying to sub people in and out, and they scored an easy 3. That was my bad there, guys. We're still up by 1 though, and it's crazy to think we're up by 1 point with DeMar DeRozan only scoring 11 points. Like I was saying, he does get the acrobatic layup though. This was a team effort. I was proud of how this team played because DeMar DeRozan did not dominate this game. Patty Mills gets the easy 3 here, and he is not going to miss that. But DeMar DeRozan, usually for us to have a lead this early in like the entire game like this, he has to have at least 20 points in the first 3 quarters. But this game, he was not scoring at a high pace. He was doing good, but he wasn't at such a high velocity as we are up by 6. Brunson's trying to get a screen set. Patty Mills is going to come around. Brunson had an opportunity for an open 3 there. He is going to still get to the hoop. Hodel with a nice contest. Vassell with the rebound. Vassell has 4 rebounds and 4 assists, but unfortunately no points as Rudy Gay does get fouled. Patty Mills bringing it up the court here. He's going to pull up over Brunson, and that's an easy jumper right there. Jalen Brunson cannot guard this type of play right here. Patty Mills just can't be guarded by anybody. I'm convinced that he can't because he has just been huge on this offensive side of the ball. Not great on the defensive side, but he has been a spark off the bench, and it's really just been a pleasure to have him on this team. I'm glad we were able to re-sign him. He is getting 30, I think he'll be 33 soon. As Derek White gets the ball and drives past Brunson. We were picking on Brunson all day long. Like I said, I like Brunson, but he's just a little too small to guard any of our point guards. And we're going to go into this fourth quarter with a 9-point lead. This fourth quarter was pretty boring. Derek White hits the mid-range jumper. Not much scoring in this fourth quarter. Both defenses were amazing in this quarter. We have an 11-point lead right now. You're going to see that dwindle down just very slightly as Tim Hardaway Jr. gets the open look, but he misses. DeRozan with the rebound. He's going to try and take it all the way, but he decides not to, and he's going to come back, pull it around, and he is going to get an easy poster on Maxi Kleber. Always got to have at least one DeMar poster in a game. As I was saying, though, this fourth quarter, not too many special moments in it. Drummond does get 2 easy dunks right here, back-to-back, as you see. He has 10 and 14, and 3 assists really surprised me. That's a good bit of an assist for a center like him. But he did contribute as expected. He does foul Porzingis, who gets the and 1 here. But it's all right. We are still up by 13, and this quarter with our defense, how we played, there was not much the Mavericks could have done. I don't like to brag about this team, but I would say that we played close to perfect on defense. 12-point game right here. Drummond's going to set the screen, and like I said, he gets 2 easy dunks, another free lane to the goal. A minute left here. Doncic does steal it. Going to get the easy layup, but we're going to skip right to the end of this game. Nothing much going on. 88-77 was the final. As you see here, DeRozan with 19, Patty Mills with 15. Drummond with 12 and 17, a huge game from Drummond. Devin Vassell 0 for 2 with only 1 point. Kind of disappointing there. DeJounte Murray 8 points. Yeah, this was a great all-around effort. As you can see, Luka Doncic 25 points, but he was 11 for 27, which isn't horrible, but it's not as good as he usually is. We held Porzingis in check. Really, Josh Richardson was that role player that we really struggled to guard. But at the end of the day, I think this team played great. I can't wait till next episode where we can finally get into the offseason and we can kind of make a team of our own, keeping the core elements we have, and it'll just be really interesting to see where we can take this team. I'm sorry for getting this video out late, guys. I was really busy over the weekend. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment down below anything you liked in the video, anything you want to tell me. Subscribe, and thank you so much. Adios.